Well, first I say I love New York. I love New York very much. I was just in Hawaii, and I'm too depressed for Hawaii. You know what I mean? Being depressed in New York makes sense because it's filthy. The trains don't work. There's rats everywhere. But when I'm watching a beautiful sunset on a beach in Hawaii, I'm like, holy shit, the rats are in me. So I wanted to roast people who complain about subway performers. You gotta get over yourselves. It's an embarrassment of riches. I've seen an a cappella group. I've seen a mariachi band. I saw a magician pull a rat out of a hat, and that wasn't even part of the trick. My favorite performer, though, there's this stand-up comedian, a subway stand-up comedian, and his name is Homeless Earl. I don't think that's his actual name. If it is, his parents were incredibly accurate. But you may have seen him. I'm not sure. Some of his jokes, he goes out there. He usually opens his set with he goes like I may be homeless, but these are name brand clothes I'm wearing. Name brands. Look at that. Central Park, Marcus Garvey Park, Washington Square Park. It's not great, but there's no subway open mics, you know. But I know that joke. I could do his whole set because he does the same set every single time. We also have that in common. And the last time I saw him, I was headed home from my weekly hip-hop class, and Get it out. And I got on the 2 or 3 train at 72nd Street. I was going uptown, and who should be headlining the 2 but Homeless Earl? So I get on the train, the train starts moving, and Homeless Earl goes into a set. But the moment he starts, there's like a construction worker towards the other end of the train, and he's just like, "Shut the fuck up! Nobody wants this! Shut the fuck up!" And now here's the thing. Listen, Homeless Earl, yes, he might be annoying sometimes, and he might, you know, he might have some room to grow as a comedian, and his dad might not appreciate how hard it is to be a stand-up comedian in New York City, and maybe I was projecting, but when he said that, I just went, "Hey, why don't you shut the fuck up?" And that's when everyone shut the fuck up. Until this guy said, "Who the fuck said that?" Now, reminder, I was coming from hip-hop class. Okay? This is what I was wearing. I was wearing a tank top that I got at the dance studio that said, "Dance like nobody's watching." Neon blue, juicy sweatpants, juicy, right on the ass. And you remember there was that phase where we were all wearing, you know, those shoes with like the separated toes? Fuck you, we all thought they were cool. A bunch of you have it in your closet right now, okay? I was wearing those. I was looking less intimidating than I do right now. Who the fuck says that? The guy, he's now walking down the subway. And thank God across from me there was this guy, big motherfucker. He was wearing a tank top, and his said like pain and balls. And I looked at him. I was like, "Hey, buddy, I am in a pickle. If shit goes down, you'll take care of it, right?" And this guy, this big muscly guy, he reached into his gym bag, pulled out his phone, and started filming. Who the fuck said that? The guy is now right in front of me, and I can tell the way he's saying it. He really does not know. Who the fuck says that? Until Homeless Earl points directly at me. I thought we were colleagues. So it's right at this moment that the train has now hit 96th Street, okay? And this guy is in my face. He's like, "You fucking say that? You fucking say that?" I realized I got 3 options. 1, I stay and fight. I have a yellow belt in Taekwondo, but I got it when I was 6. 2, the moment the train stops, the doors open, I'll go get the cops. But, you know, I've said a lot of terrible things about the NYPD in the last couple years that feels hypocritical. Or 3, when the doors open, there was the train on the other side of the platform, going the wrong direction, but whatever. The doors were still open, and I decide that's what I'm gonna do. So this guy's in my face. "You fucking say that, you fucking say that." I pivot past him. I run across the platform with the speed of all 10 individual toes working together. And hand to God, Hand to God, I got on the train right as the doors closed. And he's banging. He's like, I'm gonna kill you, motherfucker! And I was feeling a little cocky from the dance class, so I was like, too slow. Too slow. And that's when the doors reopened. Thank you very much. Have a good night.